Well, with the roof shut, the conditions will be comfortable here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of 3 between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Number 41 gets the start for Milwaukee in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, he's got close to 200 innings this year. He's been very dependable, thrown deep into a lot of ball games. He's looking to do the same in this one.
Josh Harrison heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Second baseman, Josh Harrison.
First of 3 here on this Tuesday night as the game's first offering is taken for strike 1. And EK, as we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight, they enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Jeanette charging this one. A quick out number 1. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
You know, these guys fall out of bed every morning and hit. They're leading the league in hits right now, so that really makes it tough on an opposing defense and a pitching staff. So if they just keep the approach that they've had so far, they're golden.
Starling Marte will dig in now, knowing he'll need to turn it on here down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that batting title.
Well, this is a guy who is in the conversation for that batting title, but he's hitting under 300 over his last 10 games.
Into the windup and the pitch. And that misses inside 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Well, Matt, I think Dixon has sometimes been thought of as a hitter's umpire. The book on him is that he can be a little bit tight on the edges of the strike zone. We'll see if that's the case.
One and two, here it comes. And another foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
This guy's not hitting over 300 by accident. He's got a very good knowledge of the strike zone, and he knows when to lay off.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. On deck, there's Andrew McCutchen. He'll hit next. Got him. And with that, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this defense really revolves around the catcher. Very good back there, blocks a lot of the balls, guides that pitching staff. Really the most important guy on this defense.
Andrew McCutcheon will get his first opportunity here, and as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin playing. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Top of the first, just getting started here at Miller Park. Hit hard up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Yeah, he was hoping for a quick 1-2-3 to start the night. Now he's going to have a little work to do with a runner on and a dangerous cleanup hitter coming up.
Gregory Polanco will dig in now, knowing he'll need to turn it on here down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that batting title.
Here's a guy who's in the conversation for batting title, and over his last 10 games, he's hit over .330.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. A runner on first with 2 away. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Weak roller right side. Throw on to Carter gets him to retire the side. 1 hit, 1 left. Now it's the Brew Crew's turn in a scoreless ball game. Number 43 will be on the mound for the series opener. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, Matty, he's a rookie on the mound. Doesn't have a lot of experience at this level, but he's getting better and better. We'll see how he does in this one.
Jonathan Villar comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Jonathan Villar.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Shot back up the middle, and that's a base hit, so the leadoff man's aboard to start off the home half of the first.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
Standing in now, Barry Carpenter lays off 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back easily.
Just keeping an eye on him.
The 1-0 delivery. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Polanco has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, Matt, you got to love what Jonathan Lucroy does for this offense. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. He knows how to stay within himself and come through in the clutch.
Jonathan Lucroy will stand in now as we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. One-0 count. Here it is. 2-0.
Now after that first pitch out, another ball here really puts you in the hole against a dangerous hitter.
In the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And this is one of those guys that can certainly be an X factor in this series. He sets a tone early here with a first inning steal of second base.
Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone. With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard-hit balls, so this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Coming to the plate now, Chris Carter, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Just inside. Not by much. It's 2-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And he does have a base open, so he doesn't have to give in on 3-2.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. Joe Mauer will dig in now. He's got that average pushing up near 350 to begin play.
Well, when you look at what this guy's done so far, Matty, he leads this ball club in average. He's been a huge part of their offense so far this season.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. And this one misses again to Mauer. 2-0 now.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
3-0 now. On deck, there you see David Freese. He'll be next. And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike.
3-1.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone, and the count comes full at 3-2.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Yeah, he did a great job of battling back from being down 3-0 to start the inning. Things weren't looking all that good, but he didn't panic. He trusted his stuff, and he comes right back with 3 good pitches to get the strikeout.
Here's David Freese to stand in. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. He'll step in here at 275. 9 homers and 49 runs batted in. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Ripped on the ground to first. Carter takes it in. Over to the bag with it is Carter to record the unassisted putout.
Well, I think you got away with one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball, too. But unfortunately, he hits it right at someone. So it becomes a fairly easy out.
Jung Ho Gong steps in looking to get it going offensively. Things have not been going his way of late. First delivery to him on the way. In there at the knees, strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Feliz racing back. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Scooter Gennett gets his first try now, and he's seen that average climb the last. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Now this one sets up a big pitch because you don't want to lose that leadoff guy in a scoreless ball game.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, make it 3 straight strikeouts for him now. But what's impressive is that these aren't just any hitters up there. These are the 3, 4, and 5 guys in the lineup. And he went through them like they weren't even there.
Settling in now, Bennett Parham. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here comes the first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Takes this the other way to right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Stepping in now, Domingo Santana. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 6 home runs and 28 RBIs. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Francisco Cervelli is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. So with one away, a reminder we've got more Pittsburgh Pirates baseball for you in the week ahead as you take a look there at where we'll be over the next 7 days. Number 43 stands in for the first time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Taken high and deep to right. Santana looking up. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead.
Well, he'd retired 5 in a row until just now, but not anymore. He'd been on cruise control, but all of a sudden, one little mistake will snap you back down to earth in a hurry.
Josh Harrison stands in. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Down 0-2 after two great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, this is kind of a tough trade-off here in that leadoff spot. For the most part, he's been a pretty productive hitter at the top of the lineup, but those strikeouts just keep mounting up. And I don't care if you have leadoff type speed. If you're not putting the ball in play, you're not getting on base.
Here's Starling Marte. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Here's a hard hit ball out to left center, and it'll be over the head of the shortstop VR. It's a base hit.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. The set and the 1-0 pitch. And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Marte off for second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on the home run. And as the Pittsburgh TV guys like to say, clear the deck. Cannonball coming. We played 2.5. It's now 1-0 Pittsburgh. Leading off the inning, Richie Feliz, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Harrison has it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting 9th, catcher, number 41.
Number 41 settles into the box for his first chance. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
You can tell here, in his mind, he's thinking, quick inning. He's not even trying to set guys up. He's coming right after them.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Too high. 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind in a count like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 5, shortstop
Jonathan VR will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
2 out, nobody on. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. To 2-2 now.
2-2.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. When we return, it'll be Andrew McCutchen to start things out. It's the Pirates 1 and the Brewers nothing. And here is Andrew McCutchen now. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Andrew McCutchen.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Chopped at the plate. That's a foul ball. Got him swinging in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Now batting.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Get some fishing for it. And then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the put out at first.
Here's Gregory Polanco. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, that's a good spot for that two-seam fastball. You know, remember, that'll run away from left-handers, so a good idea to work the outside edge.
1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
1 strike.
Squared that one up just a little late. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. On deck, the lefty Joe Mauer. Hit hard but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Joe Mauer will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
First pitch on its way. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Pitch misses low. The throw down. It's too high, and that might not have been in time anyway. Knowing his wheels, it's a stolen base.
Boy, I'm not too sure if a good throw would have had him here or not. But you can see he doesn't get on top of his throw down, and it sails on him just a little bit. That's going to allow the runner to dive in safely with a stolen base.
Here it comes on 3-0. And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike. He took second fairly easily. Any thought of third base here?
I don't think so. You've got a good hitter at the plate. A single is probably all he needs. I'd let him try to drive you in.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. The run scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Third baseman number 16, David Freese.
David Freese steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
First offering on its way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he misses again, 2-0.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
Well, it looks like he's aiming the baseball now instead of just letting it go.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
It might not be a bad time to have a look over to first. Make sure they don't have any ideas of trying to send him to keep out of the double play.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again, 3-2. Making him sweat out there, the 7th pitch coming up. There's a hard hit ball out to left center, and it'll be over the head of the shortstop VR. It's a base hit.
Now you see the pitching coach out for a word. And this is for no other reason than to let the guy catch his breath out there. They'll maybe give him a little pep talk and plant a positive seed in his mind.
Stepping in, Jung Ho Gong. He flew out in his last at-bat. In there, strike 1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Santana is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And you can see both guys bringing it pretty good in this one. 95 on one hand, 92 on the other. Francisco Cervelli gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
And even though you got a 2-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring position out there. That could come back to bite you later.
Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. Lucroy has it, but the throw is late, so the inning will continue after the strikeout pitch gets away. And not what he wanted to do there, as now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Number 43 will stand in now with the bases loaded, 2 away, and a chance to really help himself out.
And at the very least, he's got to focus on getting something in play. He can really help himself out with just a simple single here.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Looking to minimize the damage here. And he falls behind 0-2. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Pirates 2 and the Brewers nothing. Leading off the inning, Barry Carpenter, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And he takes ball 1.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch, something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ready on 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Now, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. And these two teams right back at it tomorrow night. We'll have coverage of Game 2 of the series in high definition on the show as you get a look there at the 2 starters scheduled to oppose one another. Into the box, Jonathan Lucroy. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. And could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
1 out, nobody on. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2. Hit hard to short. Gung is there. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
Chris Carter in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
And Matt, that was a pretty nasty breaking ball that buckled him last time up, so it'll be interesting to see if they attack him with a breaking ball again here.
And they'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
He's just cutting his way right through the teeth of this order. They're not even putting up much of a fight.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
And now finally that base hit breaks a string of 11 straight that he had retired. He was starting to look invincible out there.
Digging in now, Scooter Gennett. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball. So let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet. Not by a long shot.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two out with the man at first. That's lifted the other way out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1. They trail it here 2-0. Josh Harrison heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike two. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. He'll throw down to first, one away.
The batter.
Boy, that's a really nice play there behind the plate. He doesn't panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 put out for good measure.
Here's Starling Marte. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. And this is handled easily, so quickly two are gone here to start the fifth.
If you're going to go the other way with a pitch, you've got to be committed to it. You can't just have a lazy swing and pop the ball out to right field. That's not going to do you any good.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that two-seamer running in.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And even on 3-0, it's no given that he's going to be taken up there. We've seen him go after pitches in this spot before. He's not going to hold back.
2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
And he can afford to be patient here because all he's looking to do is get on base and do his damage from there.
Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
And even 3-2, I don't know if you want to challenge him here. Better to put him on than to give up a solo home run.
Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
And I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
Gregory Polanco will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
That's a good pitch call right there on that fastball away. That works almost like a pitch out, just in case he's thinking about it over there at first.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. A 1-0 delivery. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Santana ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 32 now for the season, as the Pirates have opened it up now 4-0.
Well, there's one thing for certain. He's picking the right time to start getting hot right here. With the postseason right around the corner, they're going to be relying on his offense quite a bit. And hopefully, this is a preview of what everybody's going to see in October.
Now batting.
So here's Joe Mauer.
Joe Mauer.
As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Feels like he's kind of relied a little too much on that fastball.
And it's gotten him into trouble. I think guys have just gone up there looking for it, and usually they wind up getting it.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
Swing and a liner. Foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this 2-run home run. Halfway home tonight from Miller Park. It's now 4-0 Pittsburgh. Bennett Parham will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. But this will land untouched. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Ready now with the payoff pitch. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Smoke toward third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
And you know what? It's not too often you can ground out with nobody on base and then get high fives from your dugout. But when you get a starting pitcher to burn through double-digit pitches to get you out, that's just a great at-bat.
Domingo Santana is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
When you look at the way he's throwing the ball, he's thrown first pitch strikes to less than 40% of the batters that he's faced, and yet he's still pitching well. And we're in the middle of this ball game.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw gets him, 2 down. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA.
Yeah, and there you see where they rank in that stat category. When your team ERA is that low, it definitely takes the pressure off the offense a little bit. More importantly, it gives you a chance to win every single night.
Richie Feliz stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Hot shot on the ground is short. Gung's got it. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They trail here 4-0. Michael Blazek will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
54, Michael Blazek.
David Freese will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone.
Yeah, not necessarily the pitch you'd expect on 3-2, but maybe that's what makes it effective. You see, they challenged him up in the zone that time, and if you're expecting something at the knees, it's tough to go up and get that.
Into the box, Jung-Ho Kang. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Chopped foul right at home plate. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead, now he's on with 1 away.
Francisco Cervelli ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. First pitch coming. Here it is. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Runners on first with 1 down. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to Carter. It's a double play, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Pirates 4 and the Brewers nothing. Ryan Braun is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. It's yanked into the stands, strike one. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
Jonathan Villar will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
In there, and it's even at 1.
It counts 1-1.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Nobody out, runner on first. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Ball 3. 3-2 now. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Here comes the payoff pitch. Fly ball heading for the alley. After it is McCutchen, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Well, they've been held off the scoreboard so far, but they are definitely knocking on the door now. You get the leadoff single followed by a double here, and they're in a good position to break through, maybe even with a big inning.
Barry Carpenter will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ball game.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. And that's in there for strike 1. So now, after very few problems the first few innings, he's got himself into quite a pickle here.
And it's no surprise, it's the top of this lineup that's giving him fits.
Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Hit hard towards second. And that's through. A base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Long throw to the plate. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 4-2 game.
Well, even though he's the number 2 hitter in the lineup, he says, hey, I'm not just here to be a hit-and-run guy. I can drive in runs just as well as the 3 and 4 guys can. True to his word, he comes through here with a 2-run single.
Jonathan Lucroy will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left to board, but he cannot lose this one. Archimedes Caminero will take over on the mound now here in the 6th inning.
Number 37, Archimedes Caminero.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him trying to get a punch out.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Here's Chris Carter now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
And you can tell by the way he's attacking these hitters, he's not trying to hit corners or anything, and he's just getting that ball back and saying, let's go to work.
Too high. 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Oh, that's just a blazer right there. He says, enough with trying to get you to chase. This is mano a mano, and he throws it right past him.
Scooter Gennett will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Yeah, he started to go up the ladder there, but then he realized in time that he wasn't going to get there.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And Mauer will look up and put it away, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning coming up. Bucks out in front, 4-2. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. It's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one, but before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Corey Knebel is on the pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Number 46, Corey Knebel.
Archimedes Caminero will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ballgame, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. Matt Joyce is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Matt Joyce.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2. To short, hit hard. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench, and he's aboard here to lead off the inning. Josh Harrison will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Drilled on the ground to short, and a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Certainly in this streak, he's had a lot of those opportunities come late in ball games, but he extends it again with another clutch base hit.
Hit hard to short, and that's through into left, a base hit. And no sense risking anything here, as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Another base hit right there. Their third hit in a row, and now the bases are loaded here with still nobody out.
Andrew McCutchen will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
He's been tough to deal with this year. He's second on the team in RBIs, so this is a golden opportunity.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he's going to get in there at the plate to make it a 5-2 lead now.
Could be a big insurance run right there. You'll take anything you can get at this point, and that pushes a lead up to 3, so he'll be getting some high fives in that dugout.
Gregory Polanco will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. The runner from second crosses the plate. And not in time as the second run scores.
And you know, that one might be the one that breaks the camel's back right there. A 3-run deficit was going to be tough enough, but now it's up to 5 after that. And it might be about time to wave the white flag out there.
Carlos Torres will come on and pitch here with 1 gone in the top of the 7th.
59, Carlos Torres.
Joe Mauer will be his first assignment down to the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and 1 away.
Well, he hasn't swung the bat all that well against the other guy, so hopefully this new pitcher will give him a chance to swing it a little better. 2 strikeouts already.
First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1. 3 runs already home here. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
2 good pitches so far, both of them right at the knees, and you got to start thinking center of the diamond here. Shorten up a little bit. You've got to put something in play.
Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Third baseman number
David
16.
Freese stands in, was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
This is line to left. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. In the pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
Jung Ho Gong steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Francisco Cervelli gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. And the runner from second is in to score.
Boy, this is just a sweet swing right here. Hits the bat head out front. Look at the head right down on the baseball the entire swing, and just no shot there for the third baseman to knock this one down as this heads down the left field line for an RBI double.
Matt Joyce will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
He's set. Here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Santana moves over. And that's the third out. So this once slim lead is slim no longer as 5 runs come across to score to help build a substantial advantage. 7th inning stretch time upcoming here in Wisconsin. It's the Pirates 9 and the Brewers 2. Antonio Bastardo will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Antonio Bastardo.
Bennett Parham will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips.
He seems to be seeing the ball okay, though, making some decent contact so far.
And he lays off there 1-0. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. He'll need to guard against that.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
And that'll get by into left field, so he's on to lead off the inning.
Well, these guys have been high on effort, but low on results so far. They're still stuck on 2 runs, but at least they've got a leadoff base runner here to start this inning.
From the stretch, Domingo Santana is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. That's inside. 2-0.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
And that's through for his first base hit in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Left fielder
Richie Feliz will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. He's got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
A double play ball to second. 4. Gloved by Harrison. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Jake Elmore will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. tap fouled at home plate. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
And on the mound, you can tell he's not in here to mess around. He means business.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Polanco coming on. 1 out. And he's just going to try to draw an airmailed throw as he heads back to third now with 1 away in the inning.
The shortstop.
Jonathan Villar stands in looking to do some work against that big deficit they've got in front of them. And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike 1. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
He's come back with 2 in a row, but I wouldn't be all that convinced he can throw a third.
Drilled to the right side. In to score is the runner from third. That makes it a 9-3 ball game. Barry Carpenter will be the batter. He singled home a couple in his last at-bat. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Yeah, and he didn't want that one to be in the strike zone. Even with the bases loaded, this is still a strikeout situation, remember.
1 run scores. And the run is in to score from second. And he is in there. Jonathan Lucroy will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Alfonso Vaccaro will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs and send this one along into the 8th. Action now in that Pirate bullpen as a left-hander starts to heat up down there. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Hit out towards second. Harrison's got it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Chris Carter stands in now looking to get on base any way he can with that potential tying run standing on deck.
Yeah, man, he's just got to focus here on getting a good pitch to hit or finding some other way to just keep this line moving.
4 runs here in this half inning. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
You've got options here, so you don't need to go after this guy if you don't want to.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Still 2-2. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Pittsburgh leads this one 9-6. Tyler Thornburg will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Tyler.
Leading off the inning, Josh Harrison, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Second baseman, Josh Harrison.
Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike two. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Here's the first pitch to him. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Line to the right side. Santana is there, 2 down. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. Here it comes. Andrew McCutchen stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
Well, now he's got to be saying, this is the wrong time for that strike zone to start shrinking. You need that to be a strike.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They won't add to their 9-6 lead. Leading off the inning, Scooter Gennett, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Tony Watson is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Tony Watson.
Grounded down the third baseline. Freeze is there. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Now batting.
Digging in, Bennett Parham. He singled his last time up. Pitch on the way. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
Boy, he just looks like he's swinging underwater, way behind those first 2 pitches.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Swing and a liner. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
Right fielder number 16.
And here's that pitch sequence one more time. Gets ahead right out of the gate on the first pitch. Then a swing and a miss puts him in the quick 0-2 hole. Fouls off pitch number 3. Then a pitch that he couldn't quite get him to go for. 5th pitch gets absolutely whacked for a solid base hit.
Domingo Santana will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Runners on first with 1 down. And he misses with it, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to short. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
Well, he got that first out easy enough when he came on, but now it's back-to-back hits here with 1 away. So he's going to have to bear down now and make sure that this thing doesn't get any worse.
Richie Feliz will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
You know what? He's starting to skate on some thin ice here, and sooner or later, he's going to have to challenge him.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. He just can't get on top of it and winds up an easy pop out.
Garen Cecchini will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
62. Garen Cecchini.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you got to suck it up.
And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1.
He's had a high strike zone all night, so even if you're on the bench, you got to be aware of that.
1-1 pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
Slow roller out to short. Reined in. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there.
And when you're coming off the bench, the rule is get on base any way you can. And the last time I checked, an infield single meets those requirements. It's not pretty, but he'll take it.
Jonathan Villar stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. 2 out, bases loaded. And it's quickly 0-2. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. And a good take there will push it to 2-2 now on the Brewers shortstop.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Polanco is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Brewers leave them loaded. They don't make any headway, still down 9-6. Sean Nolan now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Gregory Polanco is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Here's his swing, and just foul, says the umpire, and he was right on that one. The 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
And this guy, of course, looking to bounce back from his previous outing. That was one to forget, I'll tell you. 4 runs allowed in his relief appearance. He was hit with the loss, and he'd like to put that one behind him.
Here's the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, he does get to it to knock it down. And some problems defensively as they allow him to reach first safely.
Third baseman number
David Freese steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around. He's set and the pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
Oh, that is such a good pitch. First pitch changeup. When you know a guy's a first pitch fastball guy, just use his aggressiveness against him.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit to third. He's got it. There's one. On to Carter. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Striding in to start the ninth, Barry Carpenter, and they'll need him to get something going here.
now pitching for the Pirates.
So a save opportunity now here in the ninth, and on to try to wrap this one up is a guy who's made it back from some serious arm troubles the past few years, the closer, Neftali Feliz.
Nope,
the fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point. So good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. To short. Taken in by Gung. And taken in out there for the first out. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play.
He's right in there among the National League leaders. 5th best at the moment. So he's made it really tough on the opposition out of the bullpen. The manager loves giving him the ball in tight games, so we'll see if he can add to his total right here.
Jonathan Lucroy is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Up high. 2-1 now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Marte is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
First baseman number 34.
Chris Carter makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
That one misses. It's 1-1 now to the Milwaukee first baseman. A little bit outside. 2-1.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, you know, it winds up taking 6 pitchers to get it done, but they do get the victory in the end, and so that's all that matters.
So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
Here now is our final line.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show.